What's good, YouTube? This is Team Throwdown, and I'm here in a deck profile. This is Psychics. The reason that I haven't put up a video in a while is because we're doing a couple things. But we're gonna put up a few videos. I'm gonna put up the Yu-Gi-Oh movies, and like, comment, and sub if you guys want to see more vids. And if you guys want me to put up like Yu-Gi-Oh episodes and stuff, just like PM me or write a comment below and tell me. Alright, so I'm gonna go into deck list. Double Maxi, I feel it's a staple in Psychics. Because they don't really plus much, and you have to ditch a lot of cards usually with Cleric and stuff, and you have to sacrifice a lot of hand advantage to go for certain plays. Gores, staple, and Maxi is good with Gores. Maxi, you draw into Gores. The only tuners I run are Esper, Mental Seeker, and Psych Commander. The reason I run Mental Seeker is because sometimes you'll have Commander in the grave, and you're not going to want to just go Commander for no reason. You might as well just grab your Mental Seeker to gain his ability. And Mental Seeker, the reason he's good, he's level 3, so Exceed plays, because all of them are level 3 except for Wizard. And also, he's good because sometimes you'll look at your top 3 and you'll see a heavy or something, and you could just banish it, and then you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the game. So it's good in that way for limited cards. Double Witch, I don't have a third one, that's the only reason I'm not running triple. On doing the arc, I run triple. Double Wizard, the reason I only run Double Wizard, he's not that great, and the reason is, if you summon him and they Torrential or Bottomless, he'll still remove from play the monster, but he'll already be in the grave when he removes them from play, so his ability won't special summon them, they'll just be banished forever. That's the reason why he's not that great. With Lance, he's still playable, and I do run Lance in this deck, but he's not good to the point where you're going to run triple of him. And you're not going to want to summon him that often. Usually I do ditch him with Cleric. He's not someone that I go for a lot. He's just for if they have no back rows mostly. Triple Cleric, he's pretty much the person who makes this deck run. And I'm testing out Overdrive, Teleporter, and Gardener. The reason I'm testing out Overdrive is because Warning is at 1 now. So I figure he's not as dead, because you're not going to pay 2,000 and your opponent warnings you after you pay 2 grand and then you lost it for no reason. And but if you do want to run a more competitive build, I'd take out these and put in just double Shadow Monarch, because when you tribute these guys, their abilities still activate. Necro Gardener, I thought he was kind of a cool tech, because you ditch him for Cleric to gain Cleric abilities, and he's also level 3, so you could exceed with him. Right, for spells, there's a couple techs I'm running. I'm going to explain why. Sight Impulse, a lot of people don't know what this does. You tribute a psychic monster, and your opponent shuffles their entire hand back into their deck, and then they draw 3 cards. This is extremely tech in the deck. A lot of people that I duel, they'll go first turn, just maybe set a back row and card D or something, and that can bounce their entire hand back into their deck, and then they draw 3 and they go minus. It's kind of minus for you too, depending on the situation. And it's not really dead in your hand, because a lot of cards in this deck that will be dead usually you could just ditch with Cleric. So I just took it at 1. In my head it's kind of like Trap Dust Shoot. Not as broken obviously, because it's not a trap that you can chain, and you're not seeing their hand, but it could still minus them and pretty much give you the game sometimes. Mind Control, because it's a Synchro deck, and Book of Moon. Mind Control, I know you're thinking you're going to go Psychic Synchros, but Life Transfer and Magical Android and Thought Ruler Archfiend, they don't need non-tuner Psychics. They could literally be made with anything, so Mind Control is still good. And yeah, I do run level 3 Exceeds. I run Zen Mains and Levier, because sometimes your guys will get banished and you need to bring it back to Levier. Book of Moon is just good because it stops things. I don't run in a lot of decks because at 1 I feel you don't see it enough to really stop things when you do need to stop things. But in this deck there's a lot of space for techs, so that's the reason I like running Psychics mainly. Heavy Monsterborn and Dark Hole staple. Double Lance, triple Lance I feel is overkill, but Lance is very good this format because Warning is down, so you can Lance pretty much everything. Double Duality staple, I feel. Double Miracle Synchro Fusion, I think 3 is too much, and even at 2, sometimes you'll still overdraw it, and that's the reason. But it's still good because when their monster is sent to the grave, you can still banish it with Cleric or something and get it back. Triple MST, I feel it's staple, and triple E-Call, 1's proxy. I know you're questioning why don't I just proxy a witch. Well, whatever, straight. traps. One warning, I might take it out my deck completely. It's starting to get to the point because at 1, I feel like it's the same as Judgment. Like, I'm not willing to pay the life point cost, and it's not even seen that often to the point where people have to fear a warning. Just like people don't fear Judgment because it's at 1. It might just come out my deck completely. Double Torrential, double Bottomless, and double Fiendish Chain. On Dual Network I run double Mirror Force because on Dual Network I'm kind of really care about my rating for some reason, and I go out of my way to run more competitive decks. So if you want this deck to be more competitive, I wouldn't run any of these 3. I wouldn't run Sight Impulse, Mind Control, or Book of Moon. And you could probably take out Warning too, and the Necro Gardener and Overdrive Teleporter. And it's pretty simple. You would replace them with. You just probably replace it with like double Shadow Monarch. More traps. I'd say you could probably bump Fiendish Chain in 3, and you could bump up. You'd run another Witch. And in my competitive build, I don't run Maxi either, because I feel it's a dead draw sometimes, even if you can ditch it. So I just run more traps like Mirror Force or Deprison or Compulse. So that's the deck list. Tell me what you guys think below. Rate, comment, and sub. Peace.